So if you think about it, you should always have that chisel in your hand in the nicest of ways, but
Hmm.
constantly and consciously be chiseling away at the things that are not you. And we deep down know what those things are. But sometimes we still cling to those things that we are not, right? Because it
Yeah.
feels comfortable.
Welcome to the Be It Till You See It podcast, where we talk about taking messy action, knowing that perfect is boring. I'm Lesley Logan, Pilates instructor and fitness business coach. I've trained thousands of people around the world, and the number one thing I see stopping people from achieving anything is self-doubt. My friends, action brings clarity, and it's the antidote to fear. Each week, my guests will bring bold, executable, intrinsic, and targeted steps that you can use to put yourself first and be it till you see it. It's a practice, not a perfect. Let's get started.
All right, be a babe. I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed with today's guest. Like there's times I'm like, oh, I love all these people. And then there's times I'm like, okay, this guest I want to be friends with. I want to have coffee with. I want to have a weekly date with. When I enter her, I'd say like she is like this beam of light. And I'm telling you, she's a beam of light. And she really, really, really creates this amazing space for you to step up into the woman that you are wanting to be it till you see it. So Wendy Valentine's our guest. Super, super fun. She's the host of the Midlife Makeover show. And I was on her show. So if you want to go check out that show to get to know her more, and, you know, that's a good episode to start with because obviously you trust me. So there's that. And then you can like go through all of her catalog. She's just so amazing. So I'm going to let us get into this episode so you can get all the good stuff coming from Wendy Valentine. All right, be it, babe. Today's guest and I are already having too much fun. She's only in Sedona right now, so she's not too far off, but I feel like we should be hanging out in
I
real life.
know.
Wendy
Yeah.
Valentine, you're
Yes.
just, tell everyone why you're just such the magical, like, beam of light that we all want to be around and be your best friend.
How much time do we have? Uh,
I mean, at
you
least
know,
30
I am like,
minutes of you telling us why you're so amazing. So,
I
yeah.
tell you, there is one word that I hear all the time. It's a word that's used to describe me the most. No, it's not crazy. I do get that sometimes, but it's energy.
Mm,
Energy, energy, energy. And I was thinking about this morning because as we know, like energy cannot be created or destroyed.
yeah.
It's only transformed into something else, right? You put
Yeah.
an ice cube on the pan back there in the RV and then it melts into water and then eventually it goes into steam. And I think that's like I feel like for myself right now in my life, like I am becoming that steam and moving into the universe. That sounds all so voodoo, but it's like that constant evolving, which I
Hmm.
think is so magnificent and just moving into the energy of it all.
Yeah, I think that's so
Yeah.
cool. So how did you become someone who is like known for energy? Like how did this like like were you born this way? Was this your job when you were in your 20s? Did this just happen?
Well, I mean, good question. I mean, as you know, we're all energy, but I think it's when I really started to own it, to own who I am and to create who I wanted to be, not who family and friends and society and all that other crap wanted me to be. It's when I finally stepped into my true self and my true calling. And I think, you know what? Like that whole like be your authentic self, be your true self, that's all, like, being thrown around a lot these days. We're like, "What does that mean? What does it mean, really?"
I know,
And
but
I
tell me
don't know
how.
what it means,
Tell
huh?
me how cuz I was born like I was raised in like follow these instructions, do this work. If you do all
Yes.
these things, then everything works out, which is bullshit. And then people go and then be your authentic self and I'm like, "Okay, but how?" Because I don't think I've
Yes.
ever been I was never taught to be authentic. I was taught to follow the rules.
Yeah. You know what, though? It's more about it's not learning who you are to become, it's learning who you are not. And I love the analogy of Michelangelo and the beautiful statue of David. Let's all picture him for a moment. Ah, yes. But when they when they asked Michelangelo, "How did you carve the statue of David?" He's like, "Oh, that was easy. I just carved away everything that was not him." So
Mm.
if you think about it, you should always have that chisel in your hand in the nicest of ways. But
Mhm.
constantly and consciously be chiseling away at the things that are not you. And
Mm.
we deep down know what those things are. But sometimes we still cling to those things that we are not, right? Because it
Yeah.
feels comfortable. Even though it's uncomfortable, it's comfortable. It's like, but this is who I am. This is my identity. Yeah.
Well, and I
Yeah.
think like I think a lot of people, you said it, it's my identity. It's their identity to be always going through drama, to be always
Yes.
like, to always have a shit day at work. Like, can you believe it? Can you believe this happened? Like, that's some people's identity. And like, I get so annoyed with myself when I like hear myself repeating the same negative, bad thing that happened. And I'm like,
Yep.
is this becoming something that is like a growth on my shoulder? Or like, is this becoming part of the not the costume, but like what is Lesley? Because it's like
Yes.
I don't want to hear this anymore, so I definitely don't want to stick around. So I love the idea of a visual, physical chisel going, no, no,
Carving in a way that is not you. There's that quote from Marianne Williamson. It is my fave, and it's got me through the toughest of times, or gotten me to where I'm at now. And she says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light,
no. Mm-hmm.
not our darkness, that most frightens us. Because you
Mm.
think about it, if you were to step fully into your light, what does that mean? Like, what does that look like? Right? Because that would require, possibly, just like myself, it would require maybe a divorce, maybe quitting a job you hate, maybe moving, maybe buying an RV like I did. I was gonna, maybe, I mean, it's going to require you to actually move and do some shit in your life if you
Mm-hmm.
truly stepped into your light. But, or you could just stay right there in the dark because
Mm-hmm.
it's more comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
because it's predictable. The darkness is predictable. The uncomfortable comfort zone is
Yeah.
predictable for you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who said it, but like there was like that story of like, why does a dog like not move off of sitting on that rock? It's like, well, the rock isn't uncomfortable enough,
Yes.
you
Right.
know? And so a lot of
Exactly.
people wait so long. And so that they're so uncomfortable. And then they shed it all and then they step into this light. And that is can be scary. Like we interviewed Gay Hendricks on this podcast. And
Oh,
he is
that's cool.
I know, I fucking love him. He's such a sweet man. He's just
Uh,
like, he like, every time I go to Cambodia, he's like, did you get some milk fruit? Like, he's like, it's the best fruit. And he is right. It is the best fruit. And it's only available half of the time. So I'm never there, but I got to have it. But at any rate, he talks about your big leap is like, because like when you are in your comfort zone, you can even like, he even called like
mm,
your like zone of genius. And you're like, okay, well, that's a good spot to be in. Like, that's like amazing. But or zone of excellence, excuse me. Like, of course I would like to be there. Like, that sounds really good, but like, that's actually still uncomfortable, but like, it's
yes.
comfortable. Like, it's actually not where your light is that you're talking about. It's
Right.
like, then there's another layer, there's an outer ring.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
that ring of light around Saturn, and you're supposed to be there.
That's
But
just like dipping your toe in the
yeah,
water. Like, oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah. But
nice.
then
Yes.
he talks about like how, well, when you get to that zone of genius, when you get to that outer ring, you get to your light, then there's like a few things that we do to just fuck it all up and bring us back to that comfortable discomfort,
Yeah.
like that self-deprivation. That's
And
where,
a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. So
oh,
if you, I know, right? Let's all take a
Wendy
moment.
Valentine.
I
God,
know.
say it one more time.
Soak it up. Soak it up. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there.
Yeah.
So if
Oh,
you want to grow, I know y'all do, you have got to get out of that damn comfort zone.
yeah.
I want to say though, I was on the treadmill this morning and I was thinking,
Do
I
you have
was
a
listening
treadmill
to
in
your
your
podcast.
RV, or do you go to the gym?
No, I'm actually at this nice resort. I mean, RVing has come a long way, y'all. Thank God.
I mean, we
Okay.
live in our van. Like, it's not so bad. Sometimes
I
it's
mean,
better
we
than the
got a
hotel.
gym, we got hot tubs, we got swimming
Yeah,
pools, we
yeah.
got food trucks. I mean, we don't mess around over here. But yeah, I was at the gym this morning and I was walking on the treadmill and I was thinking, I love the name. I have since the moment when I met you and I heard about your podcast. I love the name of your podcast.
Thank
Be
you.
it till you see it. And I got choked up. People are probably like, well, why is that lady over there bawling on the treadmill? And right now I'm reaping the benefits of what I sowed years
Mm-hmm.
ago
Mm-hmm.
and getting outside of my damn comfort zone. But you know what's so cool? I might cry right now. I did not put on waterproof mascara, but I am seeing it in
Mm-hmm.
my life.
Mm-hmm.
All those seeds I planted years ago, and that amount of time I watered and watered those damn seeds. It's like I'm seeing it. It's like it's so freaking cool when you get to that other side, and yes, you will. It's so it is beautiful. It's much more beautiful, and yes, you will grow when you get to the other side of it.
Yeah.
If you want, I can take y'all back to my breakdown to breakthrough
I was just about to
story.
say, I think we need to go back to the seed planting days, or at least like the days before the RV, the day before the book, the days before the podcast. Like like who were you? How did, because we love you now, but like, and we
Oh, so
loved you then,
sweet.
but like,
Yeah,
what was the
thank
reason for
you.
all this,
Yeah,
seed reaping?
and we all love a good breakdown to breakthrough story,
Yeah, we
right?
do.
But make sure everyone grab your violin
Okay.
because you a sad song right now. So let's see. For about 45 years old, here I was living in Virginia, going through a divorce, empty nest. I had chronic illness, black mold toxicity, Lyme disease. We'll toss in a little menopause just
Yeah. I
for
mean,
fun.
for sure.
Just for
45,
fun.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was at least 150 grand in debt,
Mm.
unemployed. Let's see what else. Oh, within a 6-week period, I had to watch my dog die, my cat die, and my brother die. And then from all of that, I started experiencing panic attacks,
Yeah.
anxiety, and needless to say, I went into a massive, deep, dark, awful depression.
Mm.
So here I was, 45 years old, and I was like, shit, now what? And I mean, I kept thinking, I was like, I'm gonna be turning 50. That's like that halfway mark.
Yeah.
If you're that lucky that it's a halfway mark, right? And I don't know if anything could have gotten worse for me in that moment. And let's just all imagine the scene. I literally was laying on my bathroom floor, like laying there, bawling my eyes out, feeling sorry for myself, I'll admit. And I was thinking, what the hell am I going to do? And all of a sudden, like, and it was part of me, like this vision popped in my head. And it was a little bit of an escape, I'll admit, but it was a beautiful escape.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice to just get the fuck out of here? Like I just want to escape my life that I was in. And I was like, I want to drive an RV across the country.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh man. And then of course that nagging voice in my head was like, yeah, you're broke, you don't have a job. How are you gonna do that? And but then I was like, I just want to sit here and think about this dream. It was the only thing that gave me hope.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought, you know what? What the hell? Like my life, I was already down here. I, the only way was going up, right? I was
Yeah.
like, let's just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to fucking go for it. So I got up and I started applying for jobs all the way across the country. Like I was so desperate. I was like, I'll take anything. I don't care. I'll sell popsicles in Mexico. I don't care. Whatever. So then I get a job offer a week later selling, you're probably familiar with this name with Pulte.
Mm-hmm.
Pulte Del Webb. I got a
Mm-hmm.
job offer with Pulte to sell new construction homes in Chicago. And I was like, Chicago, never been there. I don't know how to sell homes, but what the hell? I pack up the U-Haul. I drive from Virginia to Chicago. I start my job on Monday. About a year later, I went from making $0 to $500,000. Obviously paid off all my debt. Bought this RV that I'm sitting in right now. Now, mind you, okay, I love Pulte and it was a great, beautiful company, but I am not a corporate girl. I am not. Like that's a chiseled where I was like, girl, this is not you. And I will have to say that's a lesson in itself right there. Don't be afraid to try something. That does not mean if you try something you can't pivot. Okay.
Right. And also, like, can I just like say, like, I mean, clearly Pulte was like quite the bridge to show you what you're capable of. And
Yep.
was the fact that in 1 year you could make that much money, going from zero to that much money and not become someone who doesn't like take your dreams to the next level. You actually like used it to launch yourself. I think it's like, I think
And
it's so
how
cool.
easy. Yes. And how easy would it have been for me to stay there?
Oh yeah. And so
Everyone was like, why are you going to leave this job that you're killing it?
Yeah.
Killing it. I was like, yeah, but this is not for me.
well, and also
The chisel. Yeah.
yeah, the chisel, I love that. And also like we've had a lot of people that are like, I want to do this thing. I'm just going to go all in. And I'm like, honey, if you can't pay for your bills, you can't pay your food, you are going to put pressure on this dream you have. Go get a job at Starbucks. Make sure your bills are paid, have health insurance, all the things, and then use every other minute to make this thing happen. So I actually think it's really cool that not only you did it in a year, but that you at a year were able to like evaluate and go, I got to chisel this off because this isn't me, and not listen to the family who's like, you should just stay and make all that money.
Yes, and remind yourself, if you are in a job you don't love, you're in a relationship you don't love, you're living in a place you don't love, remind yourself this is temporary. Everything is temporary, right? I mean, all in all, everything is temporary. Just remind yourself, like, this is just for now. This is just for now. Like every day when I'd be like driving in the snow in Chicago, heading to this job to like talk about granite countertops, I was like, it's okay. I can do this. I can do this. But then, yeah, I was like, all right, well, what am I going to do? I don't want to work for corporate. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a writer. I always knew I would become a writer. I was like, I want to be a writer. How am I going to become a writer? And I always wanted to have my own show. So I was like, how am I going to do this? And I had to be able to work remotely, obviously, because traveling in an RV, I have to be able to work remotely, right? So I was listening to Kathy Heller's podcast, and she was interviewing Stephanie Gass. And something, it's like, if you get that funny feeling in your tummy, like that gut instinct of like, I need to move on this. I don't know what it is. Just do not question it. Just go for it. I hired Stephanie Gass, and within 30 minutes, I knew exactly what my niche was going to be and what my podcast was going to be called. And I was like, that's it. I had it. I was like, I'm going to talk about midlife. I'm going to talk about not even just midlife, but transforming your life, because I did it. Like I was the guinea pig, right? I was like, I did it. I know how to do it. So I kept my day job. And then at night, I started working on my dream business. I started working on the website and the photography and the podcast, all the stuff, right?
Yes.
Started doing my research, and just little by little. And then eventually the RV finally, I ordered it like 8 months before, finally arrived, and it was go time to quit my job and take off into the Sedona sunset. And here I am.
Look at okay, but also like I think it's so I wanted to say like I think sometimes we like underestimate what we can do in a short period of time. Because you just celebrated 50. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it took me, well, actually I'm 52. It took me from the moment, like when I moved to Chicago to taking off in the RV, it took me approximately 2.5 years. And then I've been on the road for 3. So
okay.
Yes, it takes time. And is it easy? Hell no.
No.
Is it worth it? Hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like there's, like I think things happen faster than we think, and some things are a little slower than we expected. Like the time, we never get the timeline exactly right, but also like it would have been so like, could you imagine on the bathroom floor being like, well, it's going to take a long time. I don't know. Like, I bet, you know what I mean? I think we just talk ourselves out of things. So, and we also think, well, I'm at this age, I should be already, like, I should be doing this already. I should have this already. I mean, like, I kind of think it's really cool that you were the guinea pig, and you can actually like guide so many women who for sure are, I just had someone on the podcast. She's like, I'm a bird launcher. I'm not an empty nester. Like I launch some birds. And she's like, but you can take.
That's what I did. I was like, shoo, get out.
Yeah, get out of the nest. It's mine now. But like, I think that there's a ton of people who were not given the opportunity or encouraged when they were moms and wives and partners to be selfish and do their thing. Like I do believe that there's a ton of women who did. And so if you're listening, yay for you. But I think a lot of people were not. And they had to wait. And then they waited. And then they're like, well, I don't even know who I am. And everyone says to be authentic. And so I feel like it has to be you. to help people. So
Mhm.
you write, and then you have this amazing podcast, which I got to be on, which is amazing. And it's like but it's called the Midlife Makeover, correct?
Yep, the Midlife Makeover show.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So let's talk about like, do you feel like do you feel like you'll ever run out of topics to talk about when it comes to midlife? Like, what are you,
You know,
and then also turn into a book. So let's go into like how you've like really made this whole thing happen.
you know what I love about my niche is that there's so much going on in midlife. I mean, like if I had to talk about one topic every day, oh my God, I could not stand it. I mean, yesterday I interviewed a lady where like it was about grief. She lost her daughter. Her daughter
Mm,
was 17 years old when she died. The day
mm,
before I got to talk about hormones, menopause. And
yeah.
then the day before that, like I got to talk about divorce. Like there's so because there is so much going on. And I love being the catalyst to
Hmm.
help other people make their dreams come true. I
Yeah.
love that I can provide that hope, whether it's with me or with a guest or whether it's just simply, I mean, right, the best way we can teach others is by example. Like
Hmm.
I don't fluff anything. Like you what you see is what you get. Like I didn't just say I did it or say that I'm going to do it. Like here
Yeah.
you go. And, what was I going to tell you? Oh, I did create the acronym for you.
Yes.
I have 4 little lessons to teach you today
Do you
if we
want to
have time.
teach us now, or do you want to put it in the be it action items?
I'm going to teach it to you really quick.
Okay, let's do it.
It's the be it,
Yeah.
right? And this is what I just told you, that story. These are 4 little guideposts that you can follow so that you too can actually, no matter if it's a little tweak in your life or a big tweak, a big change, you can make it happen. So the B in be it is become your own BFF. Like you have
Mm.
got to be so nice to yourself and you have got to listen to that ticker tape of thoughts running across in your mind. And you've got to stop that ticker tape of thoughts and replace it with some really good friendly thoughts because this right here, I'm pointing to my head with my large head of hair. This will either be your best friend or your worst critic. And you are the one that decides. Not Instagram, not your mom, not your dad, not your partner, not your kids. It's you. Like that is the one thing that you have, not one, but one of the many things you have control over. And actually starting there, it's a ripple effect of everything else in your life. If you can get that under control, and yes, you can, you change your thoughts, you change your beliefs. We've all heard it before, but do we really apply it and really try it? So, yes, become your own BFF. Just love the shit out of yourself. The E is envision. You've got to envision who you want to become, not the what. It's great
Hmm.
to like dream about things and RVs and
Yeah.
where it is, right? But who do you want to become? Journal about it, think about it, take a walk, and just imagine the woman that you would want to become, and without limitation, right? The I is invite her in. You have got to literally every single day, and this is exactly what I did because my Aunt Annie said to me when I was like in the down in the dumps in depression, and I'm sitting on the couch. She goes, "Darling, you have always wanted to be an actress. So why don't you just start acting like the woman you want to become?" And I was like, "Oh, I can do that." And I
Mm.
thought about that, right? Like we're all brainwashed. We're all brainwashed into whoever we are, but we can
Hmm.
brainwash ourselves into becoming whoever the hell we want to be.
Yes.
Yep. So
Yes.
I did. I was like, you know what? How like you imagine a drone flying over your head and observing you all day long.
Hmm.
How is this woman, this powerful, amazing, gorgeous woman, how does she walk? How does she walk into a room? How does she talk? How does she eat? How does she sleep? What does she do when she first gets out of bed? Like, is she like, oh my God, I'm so grateful I'm alive. Thank you. Thank you. You observe her, like, and be her. Like, literally, when you put your shoes on, you put your slippers on or whatever, imagine that those are her shoes and literally act like her. Even if
Hmm.
someone else is like, "Why is she acting so funny?" Just keep doing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, let them wonder while you're acting so
Yes,
funny.
yes,
They'll
exactly.
just wonder. They get to wonder. And if they're
Yep.
going to go talk about it to people, like I thank God for my time in LA where I learned like All publicity is good. Like there's no such thing as bad, you know?
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
them
And
talk
sometimes
about how
bad
weird you
publicity
are.
is the best. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally, T is take action.
Mm-hmm.
I think you even say that in your intro about
Mm-hmm.
taking action, right?
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like, how do you get courage? By taking action. Like if you had a jar, an empty jar, and I have an empty jar, how do you fill up your jar of courage and how do I fill up mine? We each have to do that on our own. I cannot hand courage. It would be great, right? If like, here you go, Lesley, let me give you some courage.
Yeah.
You have to do that your own, and you do that by taking action, even if you fall on your face.
Yeah.
Even if you fall on your face. I didn't know how to even drive an RV. I was like, oh my God. So you figure shit out, right? Like leap and the net will appear. Like leap. You will figure this stuff out. And that's how you become so resilient and strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's in the tiniest of things. I don't know about you. It's like the tiniest of little accomplishments. You're like, that's right. I did that. Like, that's right. I just actually figured out how to dump the dumper on this RV. Like, yeah, right. The dumbest things. I'm like, I did that. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. So don't forget to celebrate yourself.
I believe in all this stuff, and I think like that is where confidence comes in. Like people think like confidence comes like you have to wait for you. Once you're confident, then you can do the thing. It's like no, actually, you get confident by doing the thing. Like I remember we bought our van, which is not even as big as an RV. Right? I don't need a special license for it. It actually fits in parking spaces. I mean, it's the longest and the tallest of the vehicles that you don't need another license for. And the first time we took it on, we drove it. I had no problems driving out of the gas station. I had no problems. Like once we were like pointed in the right direction, like I'm like, I got this. But one time we were needing to go and Brad was asleep and I'm like, I have to hit reverse. There's no rearview mirror. Like I got to do this with this tall vehicle. I'm super long. I got a wide, and it has a camera. It's like, just follow the camera. I'm like, I can't even, it's like this big. This is the camera.
I know.
Like what? I'm like, I hope it beeps if someone's wrong. I like, what if there's a pole? You know, like what if, so I like literally get out of the car, and I do a walk around. I'm like, okay, there's no poles. So the worst thing that happens is that someone or something drives behind me while I'm doing this and it's supposed to beep and I'm going to trust that. And now I can back anytime I want. Like I can, but I had to. I could not. Brad's telling me you can do this. Like you used to drive Jeeps. Like you know what you're doing. Like he's like you can. None of that confidence and courage being told at me helped me get the confidence. Like actually reversing the car and doing it myself.
And sometimes it's the tiniest of things that just gives you a little boost. It's a little reminder that yes, you can do this and keep going and keep going. Yeah.
Okay. You published a book though. Can we talk about it? I mean, it says Women Waking Up, the Midlife Manifesto for Passion, Purpose, and Play. Women Waking Up. Yeah. Also, I love the colors. It's like every beautiful shade of pink lipstick. Like, I know. Yes.
I know. It's my little baby. This is actually this is the advanced copy, so it's not even a real copy. But yes, I know. It just went into pre-order this week.
When is it publishing for reals?
It comes out on 9/9.
Okay.
9/9 is the time. And you know what? Before I got into writing books and things like that, I didn't understand why do they do the pre-order? Why? Because I don't get the book. I'll give you $500 worth of reasons.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons.
Literally right now pre-order the book because here's the thing. You could, if you wanted to, you could literally start making changes today just with the bonuses that you get with the book. Let me tell you what the bonuses are.
Tell us, because this is going to come out before 9/9, so you all can take advantage of this.
Oh, yeah. You get the Women Waking Up playbook. It's like 100+ pages. You can download them. They are cute, colorful and cute and wonderful. You get the Freedom at Midlife meditations that go along with the book just to elevate your mind and help you become your own best friend, right? You get the Map Out Your Midlife Dream workshop, your customizable digital vision board. Thank you very much. I love that thing. I love it. I love it. I love it. What else? A $200 voucher to my Freedom at Midlife program and my fave, the Women Waking Up Spotify playlist. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so that's it. You literally get all of that.
Before I even read the book, I can change my life.
Yeah.
Before. And then when I read it, it can be reminding me all these amazing other things. Yeah.
I know. And by the time the book arrives, then you'll get to read the rest of the story. And then you'll be like, yeah, I already did that. Check, check,
Yeah.
check,
So you're
check.
just putting all these little drops of confidence into your
Yeah.
bucket as you read it. And then you get more. Oh, I
Yeah.
love this. Wendy,
Yeah.
we need more time with you. We need to hang out. I'm not kidding. Like, is your RV heading my way before it's too hot? Like, I would just like to know.
You know what? I was going to go to Nevada because I'm starting this book tour now.
Yeah.
But now I'm going up towards Denver. So I'll have to wave to you.
You'll wave.
I know.
But there is
But
a
maybe
great,
when I come back.
on your way back, you can do it. There's a great bookshop called Writer's Block. There's some really cute bookstores in Vegas that are like great for doing some sort of tour of some kind. I agree. Yes. Or you can go to one of my friends' amazing shops and they'll host you. So just let me know because I'll help make it happen because there's women here who need you. Oh my God, we have to take a brief break and then we'll get all your links and how we can like totally like stalk you and like the kids call you, stan you, like a stalker fan. One moment. All right, Wendy Valentine, favorite place to hang out on the internet. Where's the links to pre-order the book? Like give us everything.
Do all the things. Okay, Instagram. It's got to be my fave.
Yeah.
And I do share some cool, fun stuff,
You
right?
do.
Like
I love watching your life. You carry a
not
dog
just
with you
valuable
in a bag.
content, but fun stuff too.
Yeah.
So yes, Wendy Valentine on Instagram, and probably the best hub is wendyvalentine.com. And from there, I know a lot of people have freebies, but my freebies really are awesome.
Yeah, I've never heard of a 100-page freebie. I'm just going to tell you right now, you above and beyond, lady.
Yeah, so there's a freebies tab. You can even take a superhero quiz on there. That's my fave. There's a book tab on there. That is where you can get all of your bonuses when you pre-order the book. And the book is everywhere. Women Waking Up, it's Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, it's everywhere. And what else? Yeah, that's it. And then the Midlife Makeover show, that's everywhere where you listen to podcasts, even on YouTube. You can even watch the playback of me interviewing people in an RV.
Yeah. Yeah. You can listen. You can also watch the Beit Pod, you guys. We're on YouTube as well. I know it's this fun thing. You do this thing for audio and then people want the visual. So we got to do it all.
Give them the visual. Give them the visual.
Okay. I love your acronym. So if you want that to be your Beit action item and we can replay that is totally fine. But if there's anything else we have to give these women that helps them ditch perfection, take that messy action, what bold, executable, intrinsic, or targeted steps should they take? What else?
I would have to say, I'm adopting this from Deepak Chopra because I used to go to a lot of his retreats. And there was one thing he said to me in his cute little accent. And he goes, you have to feel your way through life. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, feel my way through life. And we're so used to thinking everything through and probably overthinking, right? But ask yourself, no matter what it is that you're doing or thinking about doing, how does it feel to you? And most importantly, how does it feel to this new person, this new woman that you are creating in your life? How will it feel? Does that align with her? Does she like that? Does she not like it? And just enjoy. I mean, you get this tiny little blip of time in eternity, right? Like just live it up in this little space in these parentheses. Just live it up and enjoy and stop overthinking. Just feel your way through life.
I love that. And I actually really love him. I listened to him. Remember when Oprah would actually release interviews on her podcast channel? And I listened to him talk about this time when he would go be a monk, right? Like his go for 30 days or something like that. And the monk guide was like, oh, how was it walking through the jungle? And he's like, well, it hurt my feet.
Yeah.
It hurt my feet. And the guy goes, oh, well, when your foot is not on the ground, does it hurt?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, I don't think so. He's like, well, then think about the other foot, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know.
Anyways, my husband is going to laugh at I have remembered that out of everything he said. I have remembered that so much because whenever my husband's like, oh, my knee hurts, I'm like, maybe you should think about your other knee. And I'm sure he's like,
yeah. Or my arm hurts when I move it like this. Well, stop moving it.
No, I'm like, what is your other arm? Like he hurt something and I hit the other arm and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, distracting you. It's from Deepak. Fill the other one.
Refocusing.
But I do agree. I think I know the listeners, and I one of the reasons I want to have you on the show after I met you is like, I know the women here will love listening to you because we all came from this like time of overdoing, overthinking, have to map it all out, has to feel like the right time, but not feel because we're not listening to our feelings, we're thinking our feelings. Right. And so thank you for that beat action, because I think we actually have to get into the feeling more, the actual feeling more, not the brain thinking feeling more.
Yeah, exactly. And especially since RVing, like I'm on the no plan. Like I used to plan everything in detail. And if I did not have that plan in place, I would not make a move. Now I'm like, 90 days is probably as much as I can plan, even though I like to dream and envision and things like that. Planning out too much does not leave room for miracles and spontaneity and the fun stuff. So don't forget to have fun and just enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I adore you. We'll have to we'll run into each other someday, because I also love to get to, we're going to head down on our summer tour into Arizona. So maybe if you're still there, it's a little more than 90 days. So I'll ask you when it's closer. But Wendy, thank you so much.
Lesley.
Thank you for being you. Y'all go listen to her podcast, go pre-order her book. Let us know, tag Wendy, tag the Beit Pod. Let us know what your favorite takeaway was. And by the way, I can't think of another episode you could send to like any woman over 40 right now that she will love. Yep. So do that.
Thank you.
Support the pod. And until next time, be it till you see it.
That's all I got for this episode of the Be It Till You See It podcast. One thing that would help both myself and future listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a review. And follow or subscribe for free wherever you listen to your podcast. Also, make sure to introduce yourself over at the Be It Pod on Instagram. I would love to know more about you. Share this episode with whoever you think needs to hear it. Help us and others be it till you see it. Have an awesome day.
Be It Till You See It is a production of the Bloom Podcast Network. If you want to leave us a message or a question that we might read on another episode, you can text us at +1 310 905 5534 or send a DM on Instagram at BeItPod.
It's written, filmed, and recorded by your host, Lesley Logan, and me, Brad Crowell.
It is transcribed, produced, and edited by the Epic team at Diseño.co.
Our theme music is by Ali at Apex Production Music, and our branding by designer and artist Gianfranco Cioffi.
Special thanks to Melissa Solomon for creating our visuals.
Also to Angelina Herrico for adding all of our content to our website. And finally, to Meredith Root for keeping us all on point and on time.